உலகம் சமநிலை பெற வேண்டும், உயர்வு தாழ்வில்லா நிலை வேண்டும். உலகம் சமநிலை பெற வேண்டும், உயர்வு தாழ்வில்லா நிலை வேண்டும். நிறைவே காணும் மனம் வேண்டும், நிறைவே காணும் மனம் வேண்டும். இறைவா அதை நீ தர வேண்டும். உலகம் சமநிலை பெற வேண்டும், உயர்வு தாழ்வில்லா நிலை வேண்டும். இமயமும் குமரியும் இணைந்திடவே, எங்கும் இன்பம் நிறைந்திடவே. இமயமும் குமரியும் இணைந்திடவே, எங்கும் இன்பம் நிறைந்திடவே. சமயம் யாவும் தழைத்திடவே, சத்தியம் என்றும் நிலைத்திடவே. உலகம் சமநிலை பெற வேண்டும், உயர்வு தாழ்வில்லா நிலை வேண்டும். நிறைவே காணும் மனம் வேண்டும், இறைவா அதை நீ தர வேண்டும். உலகம் சமநிலை பெற வேண்டும், உயர்வு தாழ்வில்லா நிலை வேண்டும்.
It gives us the great pleasure to have you all together to felicitate and wish two Indian explorers from Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Mr. Dheleepan and Mr. J.Adamsonraj, all the best, what we will call as Godspeed in English, for their oncoming expedition, Dairiyam. Dear friends, on behalf of BRICS generation, the organization that's hosting this wonderful Explorers evening, I should say, and that is why, generally, if you go to different countries, when you have a get-together of explorers, we generally begin with the fellowship, and here we actually did have it, and we thought we'll start at 4:30, okay, and on behalf of the president of BRICS generation, who is sitting right over here, Mr. Kumar, on behalf of Pondicherry University, we have the representative and commandant service leader, who is also a co-star. On behalf of India Tourism, who are actually piloting this campaign, Dairiyam, Number Nalla Desam Paragan. That's the whole thing it means. See a lovely country, okay, explore our country, okay. There are representatives who are over here, Mr. Maributtu, Ms. Okay, and Mr. Nixon, okay. On behalf of, the Russian Cultural Center, okay, we have over here the director, Mr. G.V.Dheleepan. If I got your name right, please forgive me in case if I'm wrong. I'll have to practice it a little bit. Okay. On behalf of the Explorers group, Dairiyam, where we have quite a crowd over here. I have the pleasure, okay, as I said, also, and as part of this team of committee of hosts and well-wishers, okay, to welcome one and all of you, okay, from the public and from the media. Okay, we have a good representation. And now to proceed on with the purpose behind the felicitation.
Complete our trek, so there's nothing much to add except for that. We'll be very happy to felicitate these two young gentlemen who are going to drive us to India. And 2020, we all know how bad it was, and the worst affected was, of course, tourism. And 2021 will be a milestone year as we start from zero. So that includes every sector, particularly tourism. So this we thought is a good starting point. And everyone knows that the complete picture will be well painted once we start with some small points. With these words, I request our senior citizen, sir, my BRICS Vice President and other Vice President Sundara to this gathering to felicitate these two young people who are going to undertake a fantastic journey. I also request our tourism friends to come here and honor that too first, and also request our friend from Coast Guard to also join us.
Good afternoon, dear friends, dear guests. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming all of you today. It's a special day because we are felicitating two youngsters, Dheleepan and J.Adamsonraj, as they embark on a journey to enter into the Guinness Book of Records, the longest journey by scheduled public transport in a single country. On this said, the journey of the 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, these two young men will begin their journey of 21,000 miles, covering a distance of 34 kilometers in just 70 days. This event is an important milestone, not only for tourism but also for the BRICS nations' objective of bringing together and supporting individuals from different walks of life, whose achievements impact the BRICS countries. I wish Dheleepan and J.Adamsonraj a healthy, happy, and successful journey. Good luck and safe travels. Thank you so much.
Before we move on with the felicitations, I would like to invite Mr. Dheleepan and Adam to share about you, your experiences, and what you're going to achieve and do with this emotional connect and respect.
Good evening to one and all present here. At the outset, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the organization BRICS Generation, the Russian Cultural Center, Dairiyam, and Youth Association of India, India Tourism, the Coast Guard, and Pondicherry University. All the organizations who have supported us for undertaking our record. So first, thanks for that, and a special thanks to the organization BRICS Generation and the Russian Cultural Center, Dairiyam, to come forward to organize this function. And I thank India Tourism, Pondicherry University, and Indian Coast Guard to participate in this event and do a felicitation to us. Thanks to all of you. And the idea of this record attempt, we had this desire of getting our name in the Guinness Books of Records from 2018. Our first record attempt that we proposed to the Guinness World Records was to travel from Murmansk in Russia. And it's just a coincidence that I'm able to say all these things at the Russian Cultural Center. I'm very happy about it. So the first proposal sent to the Guinness World Records was to travel from Murmansk in Russia. Murmansk happens to be the largest city above the Arctic Circle. Right? We proposed them traversing across the North Temperate Zone in the fastest time by public transportation. So we planned a route from Murmansk and then ending at Guangzhou in China, so that completely by train. And we had planned for some stops in between, visit Kazan and Irkutsk. So Travel for Tourism is a campaign that, along with inputs from a lot of other people, from professors in Pondicherry University and well-wishers from different walks of life, we discussed about this idea, and with all their inputs, we designed a campaign. And the idea of this campaign is basically to incite people's travel interest and help them overcome their COVID travel fears. Right. So we had got some objectives for this campaign. First one was to encourage the usage of public transport. And how are we going to achieve that is through our record attempt. During our record attempt, we'll be making a lot of vlogs, a lot of videos on public transport. We'll be showcasing the best practices. We'll be in Ahmedabad for about 2 days. So at that time, we'll be making around the BRICS system and show how successful it is. And then we'll be showcasing some interesting aspects. If you happen to visit the Cochin Metro, they have brought in a lot of cultural aesthetics, cultural factors into a public transportation system. We'll be showing all those things like how public transport, in fact, helps image building, brand building of the culture. So that is one thing, and that's the first objective. And second one is like to bring out the best practices in the tourism and hospitality industries. And so you see, because of COVID, a lot of people hesitate to travel. And we'll be showing how safe it is to travel. That's the idea, just to boost up their morale that traveling is very safe. And we're bringing out interesting the best practices, especially with regards to sanitization and the safety and security. We want to show that our industry is really very safe and welcoming for the tourists, and tourists should come out of their fears and explore this beautiful country and also beautiful world. So that is the second objective. And third objective is that tourism actually is the largest industry in the world. About 1 in 10 jobs is from tourism. UWTO says this. So what we are trying to do is like, in the last year alone, a lot of our friends who work in the tourism industry lost their jobs. So what happens, a lot of them are now without jobs and they move to other industries. We are trying to say that tourism is really, really beneficial. We are visiting few communities, few restaurants, few interesting tourism museums and all, to show that tourism is really beneficial. We are coming out with small documentaries and case studies, publishing it on social media, just to show that tourism is really beneficial, and we'll make just convey this message that you spend some amount, it is your enjoyment, but the amount you're spending for enjoyment is actually the livelihood for a lot of people. So we are asking people through our campaign to spend amount for their own enjoyment, see beautiful places in our country, and also support livelihood. So that is the third objective. So we are trying to show the positive aspects of tourism and appeal to them that spend some amount. Travel is not always expensive. Travel is safe. You can use public transportation. We are showing the beauty of this country through photographs and videos, and inciting people's travel interests and then making them to travel. So that is the idea of this campaign. And Adams will just give a small brief about the record attempt, about the number of the states we are covering. He will be taking to. Thank you.
Hi, good evening all. I'll be explaining the record, what we're going to do. We're going to travel the journey within a country, traveling the longest journey within a country using public transport. We are covering around 34,500 kilometers, and we are covering 34 states and 4 union territories. 4 union territories by using 34 trains and 18 buses and 8 flights. And I passed out 2018 MBA in tourism, and I have experienced tourism industry experience about 2 years. And what I learned is, like, even during this pandemic, even a reputed company, I was working in a reputed company, and even they unable to sustain this market. And that is why the third point of this campaign objective is like that. It is to recover the industry. It is to recover for the tourism industry. We are trying to do this record, and during this record, Dairiyam gave us the Dairiyam to sustain here. And thank you so much for one and all the supporters. And Mr. Dipankar Ghosh have helped us a lot. And thanks to the BRICS and India Tourism Director and Padmavati ma'am helped us a lot. And Somasundaram sir also helped us a lot. And the main primary our department, Pondicherry University department faculties and all professors have helped us a lot. And even Vice Chancellor is coming for the inauguration on 7th February, and he is flagging off there. And that's all. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. This proposal for travel for tourism was put up by these two explorers somewhere in the month of September. By the time we had organized this wilderness tourism in Ramada Plaza, Hotel Ramada Plaza, that's the time we got into touch with the Tamil Nadu tourism as well as India tourism. Though I know both of them earlier also. That was a breakthrough because nobody had organized a conference because of coronavirus. That was the first conference organized by Mr. Dipankar Ghosh. It was a very bold initiative. So during that time, we met each other, Mr. Dipankar Ghosh, and this proposal was pending with the TDDC and India Tourism for a long while. So I just put across this to Mr. Dipankar just 1 month before, I think hardly 1 month before, and I'm really surprised at the way he has moved things around, and now it has taken a final shape. Now, our entire credit goes to Mr. Dipankar Ghosh for having organized all these things. And about the travel, basically, I used to read a lot of essays about travel, and particularly Francis Bacon, the father of English essays. His essays are not very aphoristic, only one page, but a lot of meaning into that. He says it is about on reading, on so many things. So he says about on travel, that if you want to travel to a particular country, you have to take the local route. This essay was written somewhere in 16th century, but how relevant it is even now. So he used to say that if you say that you visited a country, it doesn't mean that you go by flight and stay in 5-star hotel, come back and say that I visited the country. You should go by the local route, visit the local people, have the local food, interact with them. That is what they are going to do. So that is the thing which I like about the travel. And also, since I am also doing research in tourism at Pondicherry University, I thought it's a noble initiative and we should support all of us. And very happy that BRICS Generation, Youth Hostel Association, India Tourism, and other like-minded people have supported this noble initiative. And on the behalf of Indian Coast Guard, yesterday I had a word with my Director General, Indian Coast Guard. So I told him, sir, this is the initiative, and he said, okay, go ahead. And from our side, what we have done is, now Coast Guard is there all over the coastal states, and most of the places we have covered the coastlines. So wherever they visit, and if Coast Guard station happens to be there, we will arrange for a small reception and probably accommodation and food will be provided. This is a word from my side.
They spoke about exploring in a different, this one in the modern days. I really recollected the Adi Shankara, who had, that is maybe the first thing of knowledge tourism, where he went to the Kashmir to get a book, to write about some book. So with that era, in that era when there is no connectivity, he walked, he crossed many forests, and he also faced a lot of challenges. But I think that kind of challenge it will not be there here, and we have very good technology, and the only thing is how responsible we are. That is more important. And it's not just stop with the creating a record and what is the output of this. You have to, because after globalization, India tourism is, if you say India tourism can be a world tourism itself in aspects of climatic conditions, and in the landscapes also. You name the climate of the whole world, you can see it in our country. So India is the representative of the universe, that is the earth, the planet. So we should know the value that different ecosystems which prevails in our country. You can't see such kind of diversity in any other country. So I think after globalization and modern this one, we have lost many localized cultures, that heritages, whether it's an architect or it is a food, whether it's a dress, any culture or nature culture, whatever, but it's been getting diminishing. So I think you should have the details of all these things and what is the status now and what was it. You have to again come back and do the research, what was before and what is now and how it could be revived, because it is all included in the, again, to the livelihoods of the local community, the tribes and all those things. I think you should have that much details and also spread that conservation is more important for the tourism. Conservation is the base. If you don't conserve it, I don't think you will have any tourism. Even for a single pond, you have to walk miles, or you have to take a flight to just see a pond, or just to see one palmera tree, you have to go. That is how we have been concretizing our country, and like heterogeneous is getting lost, and it is becoming like we had sunrise in different states, different this one we have a different kind of sunrise where the producers are being this one. We had daily sunrise, we had weekly sunrise, and we had festival and occasional Sundays also, where they used to showcase their local indigenous things. But that is all is becoming been out, and now we are getting all malls, and we get African fruits here, American fruits, but we don't even see even our kids are not aware of Goya. They say I don't know the Goya. I know only strawberry. See, that shouldn't be the thing. So I think these are the aspects which you should look into it, because this is a very good golden opportunity for you. It's not just to travel and explore. You have to experience every bit of your movement, and you have to document it and publish it. So I wish you all success, and I think if you find the purpose, means will follow. So that is the thing. So they have given a good start. I think it will end very nicely, but you have to come out with a big outputs so that we take it forward, the tourism in a bigger way. Thank you.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Mr. Kennedy, respected Mr. Ghosh, all of the dignitaries who are assembled here, Mr. Bhathukumar, the man behind the BRICS Gen, who is felicitating the youngsters who are going to travel and to create a record, who are going to make a record-breaking expedition within India. At the outset, I would like to offer my best wishes to Mr. Dheleepan and Mr. Adamson. And as rightly said by my speakers who mentioned about the diversity of India, not only in the rich cultural heritage, we are also diverse in the presentation of the climatic conditions of all the countries. All the countries may resemble India, but we have a rich cultural heritage which is impeccable and it's not replaceable. One finest thing which our country has seen is many expeditions and many tours like this. People take up to rides from points like linking the rivers. Sadhguru did that. He traveled a lot, and they carry a message along. And there are motor and biking riders who are also interested in doing. But this particular aspect which they have taken is really appreciable, because we have to appreciate our country which has all the facilities to travel in the public arrangement. So that's what they are concentrating, and we have a chance to prove and put it on record on their research that we have the best public transport structures to create a record of 34,000 miles traveled with so many things as they mentioned. So this is the right juncture for us to realize about the public transport arrangement of our own country. And BRICS Gen has been an encouraging factor for everyone, especially the youngsters who try to come along with newer, innovative ideas and techniques. So once again I join others in wishing you all the best of luck, good luck to you, and with Almighty's grace, you are traveling amidst a pandemic, which is a dangerous disease. Please do take care of your health. Please take care of your preventive measures. Whether you're taking enough dress or not, as somebody inquired. Please take enough number of masks with you. Please take your sanitizers with you. And as our leaders of our country, as they advise, take care of yourself first. Eat healthy food and enjoy yourself. And I can see that you're all waiting to enjoy. If possible, and if it is your discretion, you can have a vaccine shot with a special request from the if you prefer it. And I'm very thankful for giving me this sudden opportunity to speak amidst you all. And thanks once again.
Good evening, friends. It's a very interesting one. But you take this is the appropriate time. The Indian condition I'm telling you. I just asked Sundaradi about just reference. Discovery of India, written by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. You take that book, wherever you stay, you read. You compare with your journey with Nehru's book. Because when the first Russian Soviet ambassador took oath in India after independence, I forgot the name, Nehru greeted and invited to his house to give a dinner to honor his assignment in India. He said he presented this book to Discovery of India to the Soviet ambassador. You must read and you should visit our country. Multilingual, multicultural, not Hindu culture. That is a very important message Jawaharlal Nehru told. Today that message is the message of your trip also. Harmony and friendship is very important among the people. Dividing forces in different way they are working. You are also a Hindu, you are also Muslim, you are also Christian. More than that, you are a great human being. You are taking the message to the people of this great country. Thank you.
Kennedy, Captain Somsundaram, Dr. Babu, and my friends. In fact, this morning, by a strange point, I was writing an article about Yatra, how from the very early days, the importance of travel. That's what I have written this morning. I called it Yatra Mantra on a political context because I am in politics. But whatever it is, I know the problems and prospects they are going to face. Where I am one of the very few people in India who have travelled from Leh to Kanyakumari in my report. Mr. Ghosh knows myself and Mr. Ghosh have done a lot of work on tourism early in the 80s. In fact, for both ITDC, for the Tamil Nadu tourism and also the government department of tourism. We have done a lot. In fact, some of your brochures were designed by me. So coming to the point is, Mr. Dheleepan and J.Adamsonraj have taken a very strong board and good initiative, and traveling is not going to be that easy. Because I know what it is today, especially in terms of pandemic. Second thing is, today's program is successful because of Mr. Muthukumar. Strangely, a lot of people who come forward to help this venture also is welcome here, and I thank them all. And especially the Hindu paper have come forward today to see what's going on, and then they took a lot of initiative to report this. I thank them all, and of course the entire program is sponsored by BRICS Generation and Mr. Sundaradi, who is the man behind everything. He is the man who comes silently and does everything, and he has done a lot for BRICS Generation to do it. And in my humble experience, aside from me, try for some corporate real sponsors, because that will make your life a little easier. Not that it's not going to be that easy. I have traveled everywhere. Every village I have done, I know out of this. So it's my humble request. Personally, I thank all the media and all the people assembled here to make this function a great success. Thank you.